you are drawing boundaries around inner faith and fearlessness. So, Sagittarius, it's so funny. Sagittarius are optimistic. They're usually like, oh, take the bright side. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of options. But when they're alone with themselves, they tend to fall into fear. Not all the time. That's a hasty generalization, but that's when it happens. When they're not social, they're not living off that social energy or feeding off that social energy, they have a hard time maintaining their faith on their own. That's maybe a better way to put it. So you're drawing boundaries around, that inner faith, that you have faith in yourself, and that's it. Boom. You're not going to let anything get in the way, even if you make another mistake or you step on someone else's toes or you open your mouth and say too much. You're going to keep that faith in yourself. You're going to boundary around that, created a fortress. Now, as you are doing that, the Earth, of course, is in Taurus, and that means that you will be manifesting new health. So health and how you live in the present. So it's going to be very important to live in the present to ground the faith that you are creating. And so the Earth will be helping you to do that, and maybe a little tough on you. There'll be no exceptions. It has to be done. Now, Mars in Cancer is in a tough spot for you, which is personal boundaries. So you use emotion to determine where the line is. That's cool, but the problem with it is that emotions change. It's not like a padlock that stays the same. Emotions change. So if you base the boundary on whenever time I feel bad, and then you heal yourself and no longer feel bad, suddenly there's no boundary, right? So, you're going to have to look at a new philosophy about how to manage your feelings before you draw your boundaries and develop processes like that that will ensure that you're not blinded or blindsided by something.